So now in this video, we're going to look at measuring current with a multimeter. A lot of times you don't need to. The power supply right now says how much current is flowing through that LED. You can see that LED is lit up. But I have a second LED up on top and a switch where I can turn it on. And of course we got like twice the current right there. We have a red LED we're lighting up for both these red LEDs, and each red LED has a 220 ohm resistor protecting it, setting the current right there from 5 volts, as you can see there. So now I release it, and we just have the current going through one LED. So we're going to look at if we want to just measure the current directly with a multimeter. Again, not often that you actually have to. You can usually either do like the math, look at the power supply, and usually you don't have to measure the current. But first we have to open the circuit right there. So I'm turning the LED around, and short lead, the cathode is in a blank spot. Remember, you got to put it in the right way for it to light up. So we have to open the circuit. There's an open switch there, so we don't need to open the circuit in that case. We already got one. So I'm going to set the meter to milliamps. If there's numbers, that means it's a ranged meter. There's a range of settings, and you got to put it to a number higher than you can expect to measure. There's fuses in there, they'll blow if you put more current through the meter than what it is set to measure. This is just milliamps. I'm pretty sure it's a 600 milliamp absolute max. There's the amp setting. I have to move the red probe for amps, but that's it. All my other measurements I can take right there. And so we'll do that right now by completing the circuit. So put the red probe to the cathode of the LED, and then the black probe down there. And there you can see about 13.6 milliamps of current, which I think works out really well for the math when you do Ohm's law. But in case, even approximate is fine. Now we have the closed switch up there, and or the open switch, I mean, there's a gap. And so we're going to close the circuit through the meter. And so that's another way you can take a current measurement. It may go down a little bit because we got some resistance where there's connections and stuff, and also you know, resistors aren't perfect values, and LEDs may not drop the same amount of voltage perfectly, you know, usually pretty close. But any case, that's one way you can take a current measurement, just by bridging the gap. Now, as I said before, putting too much current through the meter probably blow a fuse, may damage the meter. So you don't want to do that, accidentally measure it too much. So if I try to measure a voltage directly, there's not going to be limited current, especially for a battery. This I automatically limit just to make sure I don't actually accidentally fry stuff if I do a short circuit. But in case, definitely get the meter off of measuring current, and if there's an off setting there, set it to off. Otherwise, hit the off button. It's that simple, not too bad. Thanks for watching. Make sure you check out one of the other videos I posted on the screen, and check out the links down below. They all help out a lot. I'll see you in the next video.